About this game is that you can use Mario's cap, and his name is Cappy.
Cappy?
Yes. Cappy. And you can actually control Cappy in some pretty cool ways. You can flick the Joy-Con and take the wrist to the right or left to make Cappy go some different directions. You can even have him do a crazy spin. So lots of different ways to use Cappy, and kind of an integral part of this game is using Cappy and kind of exploring and seeing what you can do with it.
Now, Cappy, sometimes in some of the speaking scenes, he appears as the white hat, but then he's also part of Mario's hat. What is the difference between the two?
So Cappy's true form is this white top hat sort of appearance. But he's the sort of guy who wants to know more about lots of different kinds of hats, and that's one of the reasons he's enjoying traveling with Mario so much. And Mario, it just so happens, for reasons we can't explain yet, has lost his hat, so this was a nice coincidence.
So what I've learned so far, this town is frozen, Mario is cold. What's happening?
It's very cold.
So this is normally a really hot place, as you would imagine, but for a certain reason, everything is frozen right now. In fact, at this point, you don't even know yet if this was Bowser's doing or not.
I do like the visual touches, because you're obviously in a desert, not a place that's cold often, but there's enough flourishes, like you can see sort of, the cold air coming off of these big structures of ice, and his shivering. It really does feel cold.
It does feel cold, and then when you look through the ice, I like the way it
it's
reflects
distorted.
through. Yeah, it's really cool.
So you can go really in any direction. Do you find that people go a certain way once they get into this desert initially?
Yeah, people are certainly free to explore, but we also show them an objective right at the beginning when they enter the level. So if they want to head for that, they certainly won't get lost.
Yeah, so this actually allows you to see the objective, which is right here.
Yeah, you see that pillar of light over on top of the tower. But you can go anywhere you like.
This is cool. So it's nice to maybe see what's around you. You can form a plan of what you would like to explore.
カクン使って、次をどこか決めればいいですね。
I love that move.
That's a handy one.
Yeah.
Surrounded. Nope. That's nice too.
I learned that from you, actually.
Greatest compliment.
Good job.
Greatest?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I'm feeling good right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my favorite part too. Cappy obviously can take over different classic Mario enemies. Like, go here. That was close.
And of course, they get the mustache as well, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really enjoyed putting mustaches on lots of different things.
Who doesn't?
Do many on the development team grow mustaches to get into the spirit of creating a Mario game?
You have a mustache.
Yeah.
Now, there's something that you're collecting as you're kind of exploring the levels, which are these green moons.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about sort of that?
That's the item that you'll be collecting in this game called Power Moons.
And something that I like about those is there's so many all around you, but when you get one, you aren't taken out. You can just sort of keep going from where you left off.
That's right, we moved away from the previous convention of taking the player out of the stage when they pick up a star or a moon, for example. This allows you to play continuously without interruption.
I saw that block was sparkling a little bit, and I was like,
Must be something about that one.
That's a bit of a hint in that sparkle.
Yeah. And then when I get the moon, it also restores all my hearts as well.
And also, I also like how it logs when you got it, so you can kind of make sort of a mental journal of how you went through the game.
Yeah, because our theme is the journey this time around, we really wanted to give people sort of like a travel journal feel when they see the date attached to that power moon we picked up.
Oh. Impressed.
These reactions are very comforting to me. I really like this. It's helping me a lot. So this is really cool. This is parts of the game where it becomes your traditional 8-bit Mario. What kind of inspired this type of element in the game?
It's a really good opportunity for us in this big 3D sandbox space to give people a little bit different gameplay feel, and maybe even give them a little bit of a challenge that kind of breaks up the feeling of exploration that they have in the 3D world.
Oh. Come on, Moon.
I thought you were just going to get it.
I was really
Not so much.
I got this.
So Super Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time, and one of the reasons why is even after you got all the stars, it was fun to just go back into the levels and kind of make your own, challenges for yourself and see how you might navigate it in different ways. And I really get that feel from this game as well. So I'm curious if they, beyond the Power Moons themselves, did they create these worlds to just have so much for people to experiment with?
There's definitely this running theme of freedom that you'll find in any of the sandbox-based Mario games. So certainly in Super Mario 64, it would reward exploration, but also give you a reason to go back and just take a look around from a different angle. And that's something we definitely tried to create here as well.
That would seem to be a bad move, but here we are.
I've been here before.
So in some of the kingdoms we've seen so far, there seems to be more of a balance of classic Mario enemies, but maybe a setting that feels a bit more familiar to the real world. Like, how did you balance something so that it still feels Mario, and obviously would be very different from Mario, but is familiar to the player?
Yeah, because Mario is setting out from the Mushroom Kingdom on this adventure, on this journey, every world that he encounters, every kingdom he goes to is going to feel like a completely different place to him. But yeah, you're right, some of those do look like a place that we've been before.
Just have to pause to groan at that.
Sorry, you had a very smart answer.
We were in the middle of a deep thought right
that
there.
I wasn't listening to. Continue.
But you'll see that whenever he encounters some places that, even though they're familiar to us, he is interacting with them in new ways that we would not, certainly.
Oh, okay, hold on,
Yes.
hold on, just wait.
Okay, patience.
Patience. I'm gonna get these coins.
Go.
We're gonna go down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That only took like 10 minutes, but we got time. It's okay.
So this creature,
Oh my gosh.
this jaguar taxi is a creature, let's say, that only lives in this world, but certainly is a lot of fun and convenient to ride.
So as soon as you jump on, he like takes off and is going insane. And then you can like kind of run through things. Whee! Whee! Okay. I gotta stop this now. Oh my goodness. So fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have one other area to show.
We're going to take a little trip to New Donk City.
Kid is dying to
and
play
I'll be doing
New
this.
Donk City.
So we'll get that set up and we'll be right back.
So